Hey guys, so it is November 1st. I just got my revision from hell notes from the teacher Candace Havens in our Dropbox. I'm super excited to go over them and look at them because I have successfully, before NanoWrimo, not only gone through my book and just kind of, picked out what I need to pick out as a preliminary, just to make sure everything is kosher, but I've also managed to add a few more words, and I'm at 90,000, which is right where I wanted to be. So now comes the time where we dive into these revisions. So I'm being a rebel this year. I know. Once again, I'm working on Claymore. When the heck am I ever gonna finish? Trust me, this is the last, hopefully, time that it will be going through revisions. But I am super excited to look at these notes and see what she has to say, and I will check back with y'all. It's NanoWrimo! And it's Turkey and Pie Month. So I just finished a workout. We're trying to be good this November, starting fresh, and I have printed off my notes from Revision Hell, and there's a lot of notes here. She told us going in that there was going to be a lot up front that she just had to get out so that we had all the information, and it is a lot. But after I finish recording some audio, I'm going to be looking at this a little closer and hop into it. There's a lot of steps, there's a lot of things, and some things on here that I didn't even really go about thinking of, so I'm hoping to learn a lot. I hate revisions, but I know I need to get better at them, so here we go. So welcome back. It is day 3 and I've done pretty well. So these are the pages that I've been through so far of my manuscript, and as you can see, there is a lot of notes, there's a lot of red, there's a lot of cutting happening, and this is just the preliminary run through of my manuscript with what the teacher for this course, Candace, has suggested. And there's an entire chapter here where it's just like, get rid of it, right here. So yeah, my nano rebellion is doing fabulous, but we are plowing through it. I am just about to interview a friend of mine for my audiobook series that I have on YouTube. So I'm gonna go get set up for that, but I have another 20 pages at least to go over today to keep on my page count, so wish me luck. So I am at the end of day 3 of Nano, and I am also at the end of day 3 of my Revisions from Hell course. I'm going to be honest, this course is teaching me how to be ruthlessly honest with myself about what I overshare or overtell, and I'm having to kill a lot of darlings. Right now I'm about almost halfway through my first pass of the manuscript, utilizing the notes that Candace has given us. And there's a lot of darlings to kill, which is great. I mean, I need to learn to do these things and better my craft. But it's just when you think it's finished, a book I don't think can ever really be finished. There's always things we could do to change it or alter it or make it better. But there is going to come a time where I'm going to have to be settled with it and think about saying it to an agent or an editor. So I'm feeling really confident about this. This is going to make the story flow so much faster and so much easier than before. There's an entire chapter that I showed you in red that I'm totally cutting, keeping the information in a different folder, a different document. That way I can work it in. But I am going to have to rework some things. One of the most helpful notes that she gave was, if you change something in chapter 2, make sure that you alter that in case it comes back up in, say, chapter 14. So there's one thing that I'm having to constantly go back and look at and make notes that with things that I know I have put back to front and front to back, like little drops of information or a scene or a certain thing that, say, a kiss somewhere that now isn't happening, and now I have to fix it. So it's a lot. I'm not going to lie. Being brutally honest with yourself hurts. And not so much that it makes you feel like you're a bad writer, but it just makes you really like, oh, I have so much to learn, which is good. But at the same time, you're like, I thought I was done, and you're not done. You're never done in this industry. You're never done on any story, but you have to get it to the point where it's as polished and as good as it can possibly be, if not the best that it can possibly be, and pull an Elsa and let it go. So I'm going through this as a learning experience, as growing pains, and I'm having a lot of fun with it because it's kind of like I get to be brutally honest with myself and have an excuse. Like, there's no excuse. I'm taking this class. I want to learn, and I get to be mean to myself without being like mean to myself. So that's where I am right now. I'm also listening to, I don't have the music on right now, but it's the Ambient World's Nocturne Alley from Harry Potter. And like I said earlier, you can tell it's Nano because I have pulled out the big monitor again, and I'm actually really enjoying having the monitor back out. I forgot how much space I have to work off of, and I really like it. So the only thing it does is it gets in the way of my ring light, but we can put her on the floor. So the end of day 3, looking pretty good. Almost halfway through the manuscript. By the end of this week, I expect to be totally through the manuscript, round 1, go back, make those corrections, and go back through for another pass to see how it reads. So I've committed to 20 pages a day. So far, I've done over that, which I'm really happy about. That way, if I fall behind a day, I won't feel 100% guilty. So, yeah, I feel really good so far. So, we'll see if anything changes tomorrow. So it is day 7 of Nano, and I have 254 pages of 343 done. I am sucking down coffee as best I can. So I only have about less than 100 pages to go on this manuscript for this first week. And this was just taking a hard look at it, being honest with myself, and cutting things that needed to be cut. Even though they were my darlings, I had to kill them. If I look exhausted, it's because I didn't sleep really well last night. And my son decided on daylight savings day he would wake up at the crack of dawn. So that's why I look exhausted. But I have really enjoyed the process so far. This course, Revisions from Hell, has really given me the excuse I needed to be hard on myself. Revisions have never been my favorite thing, but this whole process has kind of helped streamline it a little better. Really going through this first pass this week and making sure I have everything ready to cut. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on this manuscript today to finish it up, edit this video to post tomorrow, and start week 2 of NanoWrimo and Revisions from Hell. So until next week, one love, guys.